Hello everybody, Artifact Molotov here, back at it again with more deck profiles for you guys. And now we have another deck completed for you guys. After days and days and days, no, not days, months and months of playtesting this, I finally come up with the best logical build for this new format for you guys of Infernoid Zoodiac. And you guys are going to be able to see, I'm going to explain all my card choices, explain why I run them. It's probably how I'm going to be running the deck for the duration of the format until spirals get hit. Then I may be able to capitalize on other cards in the main. But until this tier 0 spiral shit goes bye-bye on the ban list, we're going to have to run the deck this way because that shit really is just insane. And spiral just shouldn't be a deck. So without any further ado, let's get started. So for your monsters, you're playing double Nuku and double Deviati. These are the boss monsters of the deck, and they're very cheap to get. Before, Deviati was really expensive. He used to be like a $30, $40 card, something like that, and then he climbed down to $20, and then they ended up printing him, and we were able to get him dirt cheap, like less than $1 now. So that's good. And remember, exactly like I did on my last list. I put on my last top 5 budget list. If you guys didn't see that, go click back on the channel's latest videos, and you'll be able to see that pop up immediately. I did that. I think that's the most recent video that I did. Well, second most recent to my Link summoning reaction video on the new Burning Abyss and Cleafort, Lightsworn, and Gladiator support. But yeah. You guys are gonna be able to see that video, and I put Infernoids at number 3 for a reason. Because they're very affordable to buy overall, and they're very cheap to do. Because remember, you don't have to play shit like Cardomize in the deck, which is a $30 card as a matter of fact, by the way. So I figured I'd just let you guys know that that's a pretty expensive piece. The Zoo cards have just plummeted in price lately. So the more expensive aspect of the deck, it's going to come from the hand traps, probably. But if you're playing competitive, you have hand traps in your side at your 8 already. Even if you don't have Ash Blossom, I have a substitute for you guys. Don't worry, I got you. Budgie Yu-Gi-Oh! Coming in clutch. So yeah, let's move on. You got double Sisymus. Stupid notifications. Alright. I put 2 Sisymus in like a more pure version, more pure eccentric build of Infernoid. You'd be playing 3 of this guy without any question whatsoever. And a more pure mill eccentric build of Infernoid, you definitely play 3 of him. But the Zoo version, you could just play 2 and you can get away with it because you don't really want to see too many names in your opening hand. You just want to see the exact right amount for consistency reasons. And you play 1 Atondo because you don't really need more than 1 of him in this deck. Because he's like one of the worst ones since you're not running the 60 card version. I mean, but he does come in clutch for OTKs though, so he's pretty good for that. And you want brick of the deck, said Jet. There's a reason why I'm not playing exactly 40 cards, I'm playing 45 cards. Because I want to try to have as much consistency as possible. Yet at the same time, I don't want to draw this card because I just don't want to draw this card and watch myself cry inside. Because if you draw this, oh man, you're going to be crying inside. It's going to hurt so much for you. And then I played double Petrulia and double Harmadic. Weird name, right? But yeah, again, these two you'll be playing 3 ofs. Would be in the 3s. No questions asked whatsoever. If you would be playing a more pure, mill-eccentric build. But I'm not doing that because, you know, we're playing Zoodiac, so we're not playing the mill version. We're not playing a more mill-eccentric build. We're playing the Zoodiac edition, the deck. So you could drop these the 2 in the 2s, and it'll work fine. But the one you have to play at 3 always though is Triple Decatron. He's the heart and soul of the deck. He's so broken. I mean, I wonder if Konami actually thinks about what they're doing when they're making cards like Decatron, because you know cards like him are just so broken. He's a tuner. He can change his level. He can mill Unuku or Deviai in order to give yourself a free fucking negate in the form of Void Feast and fucking 1 for 1. I just wonder if Konami actually thinks about what they're doing sometimes when they're making these cards so overpowered. Anyway, let's move on to the next part of the video. And that's all of the Infernoid names that I have for you guys. So now we're going to be going on to the Zoodiacs. 1 Rapier, 1 Thoroughblade, triple Whiptail. These are the 5 that you play. You're not playing Ram anymore because Dryden got banned. And Dryden plus Ram was ridiculous. It was literally just plussing on steroids. And Zoo is not dead. As long as this, Barrage, and Tenki remain at 3, yeah, you're going to be able to pilot this deck to a certain extent. Because DD Warrior Lady in the form of Whiptail and 1 card exceeds is not bad at all. And I'm going to showcase you guys some combos in this deck too, so don't worry. I got you guys. So now we're going to move on to the next monsters we play in the deck. Alright, so for the next monsters we play in the deck, if you're playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, you gotta play hand traps. I mean, these days, if you're not playing hand traps, you're probably not making it past the preliminary rounds, for all we fucking know. You're probably not even gonna get to top 64 if you're not playing hand traps these days. So I gotta try to get you guys more adjusted to playing hand traps, because if you saw my Satellar build I went first place with at my local, it was undefeated, 2-0'd everybody. I even side decked hand traps, even though I was playing card demise. Something that clashed with hand traps all the way. So yeah, if we're playing triple Ogre and Snow Rabbit, this card is absolutely insane. I mean, it can pop Diagram, it can pop the Spiral Resort, it can pop all those cards. And it just gets so much done. And also, in certain situations, they may try to Dragon Buster you on their turn. Even if you don't have to negate Ogre, the Dragon Buster. They may be able to banish a card, but that Dragon Buster is going to go bye-bye. Toodles. Ripperonis. And you play your 1 God card, Maxi. Because Maxi's the heavens. When you see Maxi against any deck aside from True Draco, you're saying to yourself, Lord, thank you for this awesome hand. Because Maxi is good in every hand against every deck except True Draco at this time. And then, I don't have the money for Ashes, but here's a substitute you can play if you don't have Ashes. But I highly recommend you do main deck Ashes and side deck this if you don't have access. I mean, if you do have access to Ash, you should side deck this card and main deck Ash. But if you don't have access to Ash, triple Joel and Lockbird is going to be your best friend. Because Joel and Lockbird is just so good right now. I mean, these are just some of the best hand traps you can play. I mean, if you want to go a little bit even farther than this type of build, you can freaking main deck DD Crows if you want to main deck more hand traps. Heck, you can main deck Ghost Reaper and Were Cherries, even though you shouldn't probably do that. But you guys get my point. Anyways, on to the spells. So starting with the spells, we got Triple Barrage. I mean, this card is self-explanatory. It's literally the reason why Zoo is still running. You got your triple Tenki. Tenki is so good. Tenki Barrage equal the consistency of Zoos these days. And yeah, it just works so well. And then for the only one of that we're playing in the deck, we play the 1 for 1. Because it just gets you the free Decatron. I was actually, in my testing, I was debating whether I should run 1 for 1 or Raigeki. And I decided on 1 for 1 because I feel 1 for 1 can give you more impact these days, and Raigeki can, because 1 for 1 gets your plays going with the Decatrons and shit like that. Raigeki just nukes your opponent's side of the field. It's just a board nuke, and nothing more. You guys get what I'm trying to say? So yeah, you're probably not going to be wanting to do that Raigeki thing in the main deck for quite a while, because keep in mind that Spiral Gear Last Resort protects the sleeper from destruction on the Raigeki. And they're going to do some combos with World Chalice Princess or Priestess, whatever the fuck her name is, where the monsters linked to her, mutually linked to her, can't be destroyed by card effects. Targeted destroyed by effects. It can't be killed in battle and shit like that. So yeah, it's ridiculous. And it really is just stupid. But this deck doesn't have any problems with that, because Infernoid's banished. They don't destroy. Shh. Low-key secret. So, on to the Void spell cards. Triple Banishment, because this card is literally the consistency of the entire deck. And Triple Imagination. A lot of people are like, yo, man, why are you playing 3 imaginations? You should just play 1. And my response to that is like, you do realize that void imagination is a shut off fusion the moment your opponent in this deck, the moment that they have an extra deck monster on the board. So now I just want to draw this on them and bait out the Spiral Sleeper, and I just want to activate this on them, mill 6 from deck to grave, and just watch them cry as I do this. Because they know at this point it's game over for them and they can't work around this. Like, if they don't have the Ash Blossom to negate this, they know low-key they're fucked. And we play Double Void Seer. It's like the Return to Dragon Lords for the Infernoids. It's like, Return to Dragon Lords for Blue Eyes or any dragon deck, or Hymn of Light for ritual decks and shit like that. It's just like that. Simply for that reasoning, you gotta play, no puns intended, you gotta play 2 of it. And then for the last card in the deck, which is the only trap we run, Triple Void Feast. That's right, 3. That means a total of 11 Void cards. And a lot of people are probably like, yo, man, where's your reasoning? Where's your Monster Gate? I'm like, no. Keep those cards out of this freaking deck, because I'm main decking hand traps. And those cards, as M. Cole 40 demonstrated like about 5-6 months ago, hand traps suck with reasoning in the deck, man. I mean, it's so bad. Special summoning that Max C off of that fucking reasoning. And one time when my opponent called 1, when I was playtesting online on Dueling Book, they actually called 1 and I had Droll and Lockbird in the main, right? I ended up milling the Droll and Lockbird to the grave. I was so pissed. Because that was literally the top card of the deck. So I wasn't able to mill any Infernoid names to the graveyard. I could try to get some graveyard board advantage. And I wasn't able to do that. And it pushed me off so fucking much. Ever since then, I wouldn't play Reasoning with hand traps in the main ever again. So yeah, that's that. We're going to go on to the extra deck now. So for the extra, we just play the 1 Tiara. I know some people like to play, used to play 3, because you were able to mill Tiara to the 2 more Tiaras to the graveyard in order to banish them for Infernoid summons. But you don't really need to do that anymore. Now you have 3 other entities Natis and 2 Omega in the extra deck. Sometimes I mill 1 Natis and 2 Omega because these cards allow you to unclog your deck. Like, when you get the Sajet. Let me pull them out here. Like, sometimes when you draw this stupid shit in your hand. Brick. Mr. Brick. In your opening hand. You can use Omega and you can get him back to the deck. So when it's time for you to do the Void Feast play, you'll be able to do it. And be able to bring out double Decatron and Sajet from the main. You'll be able to do that without any disruption whatsoever. And that's just so good for you. Because, bricks are the greatness in this world. And you play the 1 Dweller, because Dweller is still an all-win card against shit like Dracos, Dinos. When BA finally comes back, because they're getting their Link Monster really soon, I want to be able to make Dweller on them and watch them cry all the time now. Like, I want to make Dweller against Spirals going fucking first, and I just want to watch them cry. Because they're not going to be able to resolve the quick fix in Graveyard. And that's going to shut down their plays a lot. Because they're not going to be able to work around this guy. And it's going to stop their master plans from going off. It's going to stop their quick fixes from going off. It's going to stop their spells and trap effects and grave from going off. Even though we have Nuku and Deviali to negate that shit already. We might as well just put more hate in the deck for them. So, rip them. So for the next cards that we're running 2 each of every Zoodiac Exceeds that is currently legal in this game. So yeah, the 8. We play the 7 over here and the 8 over here. Makes for 15 and extra. So yeah, guys, this is the extra deck. Like, because before I went in the older build, if you guys could mentally go back to like a long time ago when I streamed. I took out the stream because it ended up getting fucked up. because of certain things that happened. Like it was in the red. I was trying to stream, and I actually, those of y'all that actually showed up, I actually showcased an early stage build of this deck where I was main decking the Kaijus. I'll be able to main deck Antra, and I put Black Rose in the extra because I'll be able to summon Decatron. Mill the Antra from that Kaiju, get the Kaiju back to hand, best Antra, summon the what was his name? Petrulia, and then I'll be able to sink for 7, summon Omega, and just nuke the whole board away. That ended up becoming an inconsistent strategy for me to do, and I cut the Kaijus from the main deck and dumped them in the side, as you're about to see in a few moments. So yeah, onto the side. So now, for the side deck, I'm playing triple Denko Sekka. This card does not interfere with your deck, not even the slightest. Because if you set the Void Feast and you do it on the standby phase against Paleo, they'll still won't be able to set any cards face down, because now you no longer control any set cards on your board whatsoever. So now you'll be able to have Denko Sekka's effect prevent the Paleo player from playing any trap cards whatsoever. Or at all. And that's going to suck for them, because they won't be able to do anything with them. And that's going to suck, because they can't fucking work around this card unless they have a Kaiju. And those Paleo players that try to main deck Darkholm Regeki to clear this shit out of the way is not going to work, because Decatron Negate is still going to be a thing, because of the Void Feast play. So I just want to draw this every time I go against Paleo players and just watch them cry. Just watch the pain that's going to show from their face, and watch them just cry so much as they motherfucker, I can't play now. Love Denko Sekka. Beautiful card. And like I was saying, I played the Kaiju engine in the side deck. It comes in clutch. We're dealing with an annoying masterpiece that you honestly do not want to put up with whatsoever. You can work your way around that. Yeah. Kaiju engine's still good. You might be running raw spear modes after a certain point, but I don't have raw spear mode right now because it's a little pricey. I have 1. I need to get 2 more for my playset. I might adjust it into the main, where I go 2 Gamasios, 2 raw spear modes, but this is how I'm going to do it for now. Double Twin Twisters, because Twin Twisters is absolutely good. It's just so good because you discard an Infernoid, or discard a Zoodiac, and then just stack it to Tiger Mortar and reattach it. As it exceeds material, you'll be able to blow 2 back row. And if you blow out the true Draco spells and traps before you put anything else on the field, they won't be a problem. And this card just helps you take off floodgate cards. Like some of the cards we're playing here on the side deck that can cut us off if we don't play them at the right time. So let's start with the last few cards in the side deck. So we got double Solemn Strike, because Strike is just good with dealing with certain boss monsters like Herald and shit like that. It can also come in clutch with stopping a lot of graveyard decks and resolving their shit in graveyard and things like that. So it just gets you far. And then you play double anti-spell. I want to draw this every time I go against Pendulum Magician players and just watch them cry. And then a card that I was starting to get some attention in the community but just didn't get enough. Double Mistake. Mistake is just phenomenal in the spiral matchup. You flip up Mistake in the spiral matchup, they lose. You win. After a certain point, I want to justicate 3 mistakes in the main. That's why after a certain point, if I get 2 more Gamasios for the deck, I can take these 2 out for 2 more Gamasios, and I'm dropping the Kaiju Slumber for a 3rd mistake after a certain point. If I manage to get myself 2 more Gamasios for the deck, I'll be able to drop the Slumber and just dump in the fucking 3rd mistake in here. Because if you get Mistake against Spirals, you win. That's it. You won. They lost. Like, they're not going to be able to work around this. You just want to get cards like Mistake and Droll and Lockbird, so when you resolve them on your opponent, you just want to watch them cry, since they won't be able to search shit. And they're not going to be able to get their plus 13s, their plus 19s, and shit like that. They ain't going to be able to do any of that. Why? Because they're not going to be able to search, which is so beautiful. So I'm just going to showcase you guys some combos real quick. These are some standard combos that you may see your like local pure Zoodiac players may be doing that as well. So you're gonna want to try to get to know these combos. So in case you go against these cards at your locals matchup, and you want to be prepared for these plays so you can know how to intercept them. The first one is Thoroughblade plus Whiptail combo. This combo has become one of my favorites because it allows you to get yourself a free draw, a free +1 off of it. You're going to summon Thoroughblade, right? You're going to use Thoroughblade, discard the Whiptail, and you're going to get yourself a free draw, right? One card. If it happens to be another Whiptail, then you're God. You're godly in this situation. But yeah, now you can just take Thoroughblade, stack, Hammercon, stack, not Tiger Moore, stack, Chucky 9, detach, summon Hammercon, stack, Tiger Moore, detach, reattach Whiptail, stack, Borbo, and you'll be able to have a 2800 beat stick plus a Hammercon defense mode for potential, Infernoid Decatron tributes to negate and banish shit, and you have a free card in hand. So these are one of the more prominent combos that you can make use of in the deck. And we have one more for you guys, so I'll be right back with that. Alright, so now we're going to be doing the Rapier plus Barrage combo. This is another one of my more favorite ones. Because now you get to make use of the Rapier, which is pretty easy to get surprisingly because it's tanky. You're going to use Rapier, you're going to mill the Whiptail from deck to grave, right? And then you're going to go overlay with Rapier into, get them ready, here we go. Hammercon, imagine we could just detach and summon Rapier from deck. Then we can make Mrs. Radiant mad easy in this deck. But anyways, that's besides the point. Stack Chucky 9, Hammercon, Chucky 9 to Tiger Moore, attack, detach, reattach Whiptail as an exceeds material into the extra monster zone, stack, Borbo. You'll be able to blow up this and reattach it to Hammercon, and you'll be able to summon the free Whiptail from deck. And then if you have the Whiptail in hand, you'll be able to summon Tiger Moore, discard that Whiptail, and just get yourself another draw once again. So you may be seeing your local zoo players doing these types of combos. So yeah, these are just some of the standard zoo combos that allow you this deck to get in so many pluses and just like for off of 2 cards. You need at least 2 cards to do a lot of your plays though. But also the fact that you can do this combo and you could take advantage of the fact that the Void Banishment discard is also a thing. So you can use Blade Nose to discard Whiptail to try to get to more of your Infernoid names, so you'll be able to discard for Banishment an Infernoid, so it won't be a waste technically. So you can search your Void Feast and then just watch your opponent cry, as they won't be able to do anything about you. And you can also use this combo to try to draw into more of your hand traps before your opponent's turn even begins, so you can just start controlling them all the way. And another thing that I like to do, here we go. Like I was explaining before, you can just use the Tiara to mill 2 Omegas and 1 Entity Natis to the graveyard. Because sometimes you may want to use the Omegas in order to put Lockbirds, Maxi, or Ogres back into your deck. Or you can, in order to do this, in order to reseed them again. So you'll be able to get to them faster in order to stop your opponent from searching and shit like that. And again, you can just mill 1 Natis and pop 1 card. Or you can just have, on your opponent's board, you can just have this pop Tiara so you'll be able to keep going with your Zoodiac combos after resolving these types of pluses. And these types of combos really just get your deck that much more far. And this really makes Infernoid the 3rd budget deck on my list. All these factors. The fact that this deck can play on in real time. And just get so fucking far. It's not even funny. So I'm going to do 1 test hand for you guys just because I'm in a really good mood after topping with this deck at my locals this weekend. So let's go on with this 1 test hand that we're going to do for you guys. Because you know a lot of you guys think that my decks are inconsistent sometimes. They say, oh, they're brick. And they're not in reality of the situation. So you got Harmonic, Ogre, Barrage, there we go. Rapier, wow. Double Barrage. I haven't seen Double Barrage in a while. So yeah. We'll go more into time, and I'll show you guys. Again, we're gonna reenact the combo for you guys, just in case you guys don't pay attention to combo segments on my videos. We'll be able to do this for you guys, and you'll be able to take the rapier. I'm gonna bring this more for you guys right over here. Yep, and be able to take rapier into your extra monster zone. Start stacking. Give me the set of 4 because we're going to use all 4 of them, of course. And you go Hammercon, Chunky 9, the Hammercon, Tiger Mortar, Detach, Reattach, Whiptail, stack, and overlay into the Borbo. Activate Barrage, pop itself, it becomes an overlay unit in the Hammercon. And you'll be able to summon your Whiptail from deck. Keep in mind, you have another Barrage in your hand for next turn. So you'll be able to keep going even farther. You know what? We're going to do more test hands for you guys just because we are the brokenness. And the next card would be beautiful, Joel Lockbird. And now you could just use these 2 in order to watch your opponent cry as they can't do anything. So without any further ado, let's go to test hand numero dos. So yeah, as you guys saw, the consistency of the deck honestly depends on if you're playing it correctly. For me to be honest with you. Shit! Damn it! Bad recording quality. What the fuck am I doing? There's something wrong with me or something? Damn it. Alright. Our opponent will kindly cut the deck. And we'll be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, I was almost about to say his hand was a brick until we got this. Which literally fixes everything. So we're going to play his hand as if we were going second, right? We'll be able to ogre them, control the board. And we... No. Oh my god, wow, the double Whiptail opening though. Now we can get an exceed of 2,400 attack points. And we'll be able to freaking just worry them that we're playing pure zoos at the same time. I mean, double Whiptail is phenomenal. I love seeing this. And what's the next card? Wow, the Drone Lockbird coming in clutch. But yeah, that's a pretty good hand. But I could make good use of that if you want my honest opinions on the matter speaking. And so that's 2 hands. We're going to keep going all the way to 30 minutes on this video. Might as well. Alright, cut the deck. Barrage, nice. Whiptail, Zoodiac, Lockbird, Sisinus. Nice. We'll play his hands if we're going second. We can Lockbird Spiral, and that's basically the auto win. We draw for turn, Ogre, nice. We'll be able to activate Barrage, pop itself. We'll be able to, oh nice, I'll be able to showcase that beautiful Tiger Mortar, no, not Tiger Mortar, the Thoroughblade combo I told you guys about. Move as the first combo again. So that would be nice. Thoroughblade, discard, draw. Be able to go in for the combo there, and then we get double hand traps. So yeah, this deck is very consistent, especially with the zoos. And if we want to go, and if we want to just get Dweller out there, we can just do this and just make Dweller right here and just freaking watch the Spiral deck cry at this point, because now they can't resolve Quick Fix from Graveyard at all. They can't resolve any effects in Grave at all while this thing's on the field. And then you could just fucking just watch them cry while doing this. So yeah, guys, this is Artifact Mortalk signing out. Have a good night and peace out.